So, it's been officially 5 years since I became a digital nomad. What a life. However, today I want to tell you some of the downsides or reasons why the nomad lifestyle totally sucks.
Traveling the world while working? What a dream!
So of course I just want to say that this is totally my opinion and I don't expect you guys to agree with every downside, but let's get to my list and then we'll see. Okay, so downside number one would definitely be loneliness. And this is like a big one. Now you don't think about it when you start traveling because you meet a lot of people everywhere and that's great. But then you realize that these people are also nomads like you and that they're constantly moving in and out of places. And at the end, it's really hard to meet local people that actually live in the place you're visiting and maintain a relationship. So it's always a changing and a flow of people through your life. But at the same time, it's really hard to maintain really long-term relationships. And I think that's one of the things that I miss the most. Of course, I miss my friends. And that's why I had to be like number one, because everything is better with friends. If I was traveling the world everywhere with my friends, then it would be amazing. And I think that is the thing that is lacking for me, at least, as a nomad. You know what's a bitch? Those irregular work hours as a nomad. I mean, sure, you have the freedom to choose and pick your own hours everywhere you go in the world, but at the same time, you got meetings, you gotta stay connected for your team, and that usually means that depending on where you are in the world, you'll be working midnight, even all the way through the morning. Now, when I was in Asia, I had to work all the way until 5 a.m. every day and then go to sleep like at 7. It's just a nightmare. Sure, you get the freedom, and the freedom, sometimes it's worth it. But some other times, you just wish you could see your co-workers in the office and have a regular day, you know? The old 9 to 5 seems sometimes like such a dream to me. Not for us though, not for us. Another huge downside is the increased cost of living. I mean, if you're gonna be traveling all over the world, you're gonna be doing that on the short term. Most likely you'll be renting 1 month or a little bit over 1 month like I do, usually 3 months, but that's still way more expensive than just renting a place for the whole year. And not only that, but also the touristic places or the nomadic places get way more expensive as they become more popular. Think about Bali for a second. Bali, like 5-10 years ago, used to be this paradise, amazing island. Nobody knew about it, or at least not that many people, only the surfer guys and the fucking hippie guys. And nowadays, it's become such a touristic thing that everybody and their mom knows about Bali and wants to go to Bali too. So yeah, places become more expensive. You're gonna be traveling short term, spending way more money. In total, increased cost of living is gonna be a huge deal, a huge downside for you to deal with as a nomad. Oh, and bonus plot here is the visa issues. I mean, you're gonna be traveling through some places that you will most likely need a visa, or at least to do a visa run. Let's keep that Bali example, where you can stay in Bali for a month and then you have to go out every 1 or 2 months to renew that visa that you get on entry. So that's also something to consider. And of course, every country will have different policies that you will have to research and look out for while you're traveling. So yeah, as nomads, we want adventure, and I get it. But we also need to think about the future. Like, where are we getting our pensions from? And what government are we going to support long-term and all that stuff? And that's kind of what I've been thinking a lot about lately. So I think part of the answer is in establishing a home base somewhere, at least for me. And that's also the difficult part, believe it or not, because if you're a full-time nomad, you don't have roots in a lot of places. So I've been thinking a lot about it, about Europe, about Asia, and each place has the pros and cons. And the difficult thing is really doing your research and thinking long term. And I'm not saying that I will abandon this lifestyle, but at least it will be part of it and not a complete definition of me. Now, I don't want to seem ungrateful. I mean, for both of us with the opportunity to travel the world and just live this nomadic lifestyle, I think there's no going back. It has given me the opportunity to get to know so many different cultures, so many different ways of thinking, and just get perspective on what really matters on life. And that answer is unique for each one of us, I believe. But I also realized that I can't keep it up forever. I think it's time to try to balance the scales a little bit, at least in my life. You know what I'm saying? Find kind of a balance between all the traveling and then also settling down somewhere and establishing roots in a place. Now, I'm not saying that I want to pick a place to live for the rest of my life, but at least, 1-2 years, who knows, maybe more, depends on what happens in life. I think that if I've learned something about balance, it's just that it's this unobtainable objective. There's no real true balance in life. I think you will go either one way or a little bit to the other way, but you can try to find it. And I think I'm happy with finding it a mission for myself, at least for the next couple of days or the next couple of years or whatever. Look, if you're a nomad or you're thinking about becoming a nomad, then just know that it comes with great challenges, just like everything else in life. But in the end, I would say go for it, Just have a plan in place if things don't go exactly as you would expect. And with that, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. That'll help me out a ton. And also, if you want to see more videos about just the general nomadic lifestyle or some of the tools that I love for productivity as a nomad, then please see the ones that will appear on the screen right now. This is Fernando, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.